Skirt. That's a jam.
Yeah, he's enjoying his day.
So what did you think? Are you Deadpooled out, or did it hold up?
I enjoyed it. I had a good time. I think I like the first one better. It's kind of hard to, cause it does a lot of the same beats, and then that the first one did, and it's hard to have that same feeling, I think.
Right. Nothing was really surprising because you knew kind of how it goes.
You've seen it before. But I had fun. I enjoyed the time. There was good action. There was funny parts, and it wasn't bad by any means.
Yeah, so this, I feel kind of Deadpooled out, honestly. I agree with you. I liked this one. I don't know. Somewhere in the middle of it, I was like, they put a lot of jokes in this.
Yeah.
A lot of jokes. And after a certain amount of time, I was like, all right, come on, give me some plot. And I know that's what Deadpool is. It's about the jokes and not what happens. But there were times in here where I was feeling that fatigue.
Yeah.
But I will say, the action was sick.
Yeah, there's some cool action.
Yeah.
I really liked Domino and Zazie Beetz.
Yeah.
She was a good addition. I liked her character, and her chemistry with the characters was pretty cool. So I'd like to see more of her.
She'll be pretty cool. I love Cable.
Yeah, he was cool.
I think Cable is super dope. His fighting style is so cool.
Yeah.
I love it. And he kind of works well as a straight man.
Yeah.
Against Deadpool. So I'm interested to see kind of where they go with him and with the time travel stuff. I think Cable is awesome.
Yeah.
And Josh Brolin is so freaking cool.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, I mean, there's not really a ton to say about it because it was a pretty. It was Deadpool. It was pretty much Deadpool. I mean, the plot was, there's a little bit of plot. Well, the plot was different, but I mean, it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
The new characters were good. I don't know.
One of the things that was weird to me was they made all that big deal about making the team and then killed all the team.
Yeah.
And that was what I was talking about when I was feeling kind of fatigued. I was like...
Kind of, yeah.
Because it was just joke for 15 minutes all about getting this team together.
Yeah.
And then they all died. And it was just super gratuitous, heavy-handed comedic ways that they were dying. And I was just like, this is too long to be spending on this joke. That was the thing in the middle there. They could have taken all of that out and just met Domino and Darpinder, have him be part of the team or whatever.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't have changed the movie whatsoever. But they have Terry Crews and Bill Skarsgård come in.
Yeah.
Just they had 2 minutes of screen time and then died. And and it was funny, but I was like, they spent too much time on that gag.
Yeah. there was a bit of that. I did think it was kind of funny though that they did that because going into the movie, everyone knew X-Force was going to be in it. People were making a big deal about X-Force being the next franchise and stuff, and they kind of just they eliminated it.
Yeah, but even still, they are still a team.
Yeah.
It's just not with those guys. So having those characters in just to have them be a joke or whatever seemed kind of dumb to me. But again, that's Deadpool. It was very self-indulgent. And even for Deadpool, there were times when I felt it was too much of that. Also, and especially in that sequence that we're talking about, there was some editing problems to me in this, which was very weird.
Okay.
Occasionally the audio was off of mouths.
Yeah, that could also be the theater too.
Yeah, but it was only, but I don't think it was because it was only occasionally. Most of the time it was fine, but there were scenes where it wasn't.
I don't know.
Which I know you have Deadpool in the mask, and so there's some stuff that needs to be done there, but when he's having a conversation with Darpinder, and Darpinder's mouth is off. I was like, why is that happening in a movie this expensive? And then just the way that a couple of the scenes were cut together just seemed, in the first act and the early part of the second, just seemed weird to me.
Yeah.
In a way that was just smash bang, really quick. And there were some scenes in there that didn't make a lot of sense. There was too much of the TJ Miller I'm going to list off a bunch of jokes because we didn't want to pick one from the improvising or whatever.
Yeah.
Those couple scenes just didn't do anything for me. I think there was just some editing issues there that. Yeah. And if I watched it again, I could tell you exactly what they were. But there were a couple scenes where I was like, why is this in here, or why is it like this?
Yeah. TJ Miller I think he's ran his course with this. He didn't really do a whole lot for me.
I was kind of hoping for some unceremonious
death,
like him, like for Cable just to shoot him in the head when he was, but in a way that was like very funny and very obviously done in post. Yeah. That's what I was kind of waiting for with him, but he didn't really get a resolution.
Yeah. No, I mean he did his thing in the first one, and this one he did the same exact thing. I mean, there's a lot of that same exact thing type of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I went into this one with pretty low expectations. I expected it to be Deadpool, basically the first one, and with it being a sequel, I expected it to not be as good. And I mean, it met my expectations, I guess. Again, it's not like I regret going, and I enjoyed my time watching it. It was enjoyable to watch, but I mean, it's Deadpool, and it's not gonna blow my mind by any means. So
yeah, it just is very, and it sounds like I'm crapping on it. I enjoyed it just fine. Mm-hmm. It was exactly what you came for. Yeah, not anymore.
It's like you can't when you look at it compared to like an MCU movie, especially like the last one we saw was Infinity War. There's a whole lot more to those movies, and there's a lot more at stake in those movies, and there's a lot more investment in those movies. So it's hard to, like, when you look at a Deadpool, really take it that seriously.
Right. Yeah, I like the small nature of these. I think it's cool. There weren't as many direct to the camera stuff as there was in the first. Yeah. The fourth wall stuff wasn't as. Now that said,
he did bring up stuff a lot.
I do really enjoy that. Yeah, when he brings up Hugh Jackman or whatever. Yeah. The Hugh Jackman thing I think is played out and they need to stop. But in general, when he's talking about like real events or like people like actual people's names, that stuff is still funny to me.
Yeah, he signed the Wheaties box Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, and the end credits thing is pretty good.
Yeah, the Green Lantern thing, which you had to have seen coming.
Yeah. Did Terry Crews even have a line?
He said what he did.
Yeah.
That was the only thing. He was probably on set for like an hour.
Yeah, probably.
Now, I will say, the invisible guy was pretty funny.
That was
Did you recognize the actor?
No, I couldn't tell.
I think we're supposed to. I think we're supposed to know who that is.
It was just too quick.
Yeah, it was really fast, but...
maybe Sebastian Stan? I don't know.
For a second, I thought it was Brad Pitt. But, I don't know, but I would bet money that we're supposed to know who that was.
Yeah. I did like all the MCU and DCU references. The Thanos, which
you called him Thanos.
That was in the trailer, so I knew that one was coming. The Martha thing made me laugh. And then in the trailer too, there was the him reenacting from X-Men. Was it Origins, Wolverine Origins with the swords?
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, that they had that in the trailer. But it's still, that was pretty funny. I think they actually added some lines in the trailer. Didn't have them in the movie.
What I do like about these, I saw the first Deadpool twice. I'll probably see this again, maybe not in theaters, but I'll see it again. And there's so much packed in here, jokes-wise, that you could watch it again and pick up stuff you missed the first time. There's like stuff in the background and things. So like, they're very rewatchable because of that, because there's so much packed in there.
Tons of Easter eggs and stuff. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff in like the background that I caught. They're like, for one, the news report that was scrolling, or the news report that when the kid was there blowing stuff up.
Oh yeah.
There's scrolling on the bottom of the screen, and one of them said Christopher Plummer turns down role for Deadpool 2. So even just little stuff like that you can catch.
That probably actually happened. I bet you they actually asked
probably.
him. And it felt a lot like CinemaSins at times, like when he would say, "Well, that's just lazy writing," or whatever, because he only has so much ammo for time travel or whatever. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, he said that a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll... What's going on, if there's another one coming, or...
I'm sure they'll do more.
I know they did an interview and said Deadpool 3 isn't really in the works right now, but I know they talked about doing an X-Force movie, which I'm assuming him and Cable would be in.
Mm-hmm. I definitely want more Cable.
Yeah.
I don't care if he brings Deadpool along, but I definitely want more Cable.
Yeah, I want to see more Domino. I really liked her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, her scenes are like really cool.
With the luck stuff.
It's like a Rube Goldberg machine of like her beating guys up.
Yeah. And all the stuff blowing up around her and not hitting her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that one with she's beating up the orderlies.
Yeah.
And the guy gets he's on a bed and he's trapped underneath a bunch of stuff, and then like something falls on his head and just completely cuts it clean off. Like, that was gross. That whole scene, there's a lot of gnarly kills. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did a lot. They did a really good job with choreographing all that stuff,
mm-hmm.
like all the fighting, and especially that scene. There was a lot going on there. There's like 3 separate fights going on. They did a good job of giving each enough time and making it look cool.
That, I think, is the biggest highlight for me, is the action.
Mm-hmm.
And because they each have really distinct fighting styles too. Like,
yeah.
The fights he has with Cable are dope. Deadpool does the more. I think what I like about Cable, honestly, he's just like an action hero.
Yeah.
Guy. You know, he doesn't seem. He's not so much superhero.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, like he's grounded. He stays on the ground. Mm-hmm. He's got his shields, his guns, and he throws punches. And they like wait. I just really like the way they shoot his action.
Yeah.
It's very like tough.
Yep.
You know, and whereas Deadpool is still cool to watch because he's swinging around and jumping around and all that crap. But like Cable fights like a badass.
Yeah. Deadpool used his own arm to choke
that was
him.
Hilarious.
I just liked too with Domino. I liked her like swagger that she had.
Mm-hmm.
She was always just like, yeah, you know, like that happened.
Yeah, she never really got up.
Yeah, she knew she was gonna win somehow. I wanted more Peter.
See, I had seen like clips or something of Peter, like a GIF of Peter or whatever, and everyone was like, I want Peter so bad. I hated that joke.
Really?
It didn't do anything for me.
The trailer's great, because like in the trailer he does this thing like, hey guys, I just saw it. I figured I'd sign up, mm-hmm. and then he's like, you're in. And the next scene is Peter. The next scene in the trailer is Peter flying.
Oh yeah.
So it's really funny in the trailer because it shows how quickly he gets into it, but they didn't really capitalize on that joke in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just ended up being kind of blah.
Yeah, and that was the problem with that whole sequence for me. It was like, here are all these cool characters, we're going to spend time telling you who they are and stuff, just for a punchline.
Yeah.
It was like too much setup for the punchline that they all had.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, there's definitely a lot to like. I think fans of Deadpool are going to really like this, because it's super Deadpool-y.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's going to win over anyone who didn't previously like Deadpool. But yeah, I mean, you get exactly what you come for, and yeah, it was good. Mm-hmm. They did what they wanted to do.
Yep.
Actually, I'm kind of excited to watch it again, or even just read one of those articles that's like, here's all the cookie Easter eggs.
I've seen a bunch of those already, just from the preview screenings that happened, and then what came out Thursday.
How's it doing on Tomatoes? Do you know?
I don't know.
I bet not great, honestly, because it's just what I said. Like, it's not going to win over anyone who didn't already like Deadpool. Mm-hmm. Fans of Deadpool will like it though.
I think it'll be around what the first one was.
Yeah. Where is that? 70 or 80?
Probably 70s. I think that's about right. So I guess to wrap up, enjoyable time. I'm tired of saying fun at the movies because that's what everyone says now. But it was an enjoyable time. Good action. It was funny. Got what I expected. Mm-hmm. Cool. It's a couple cool new characters in Domino and Cable, and
yeah, that'd be my last. I mean, it's good. It's enjoyable. It's exactly what you came for.
Yeah.
Don't hold out high hopes for, having your mind blown or being impressed in a way you weren't already. Mm-hmm. But it's exactly what you signed up for.
It's like the first one. A lot of people were like, the first one, a lot of people are like, you got to get out and see this, rush out and see this. And whereas this one will be like, yeah, go see it.
Yeah.
You know, like when you have some time. And if you like the first Deadpool, go see it.
Yeah.